I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Good to see everybody drop in. I want to do a quick Sunday evening live. Ghost Lincoln, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Ghetto, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome on in. She said, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Santiago, my friend, good to see you as well. My Renaissance grandma, thank you so much for the gifts you sent. Much, much, much love and much appreciated. And good evening to see you. My friend Broke Farmer, good to see you, my man. How you doing this evening? Hope you're having a great Sunday evening. One of my amazing moderators, Fed Up American, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Whiteside Tactical Solutions in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Canajan, welcome. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Holly, good evening, good evening. My man, the Prepared Irishman, good to see you as well. Jammer, WV. Good to see you as well. My man, Old Mutt, I'll be seeing you in about a week, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Mac, welcome, welcome, welcome. Fed Up American, thank you for the donation. Much, much, much appreciated. As well as there was a donation given last week. Bradley, I just want to acknowledge you. And thank you very much for your donation, and happy graduation to your family members as well. J3GS Farm, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Frank Short, good to see you. Welcome. Come on in. My man, my brother from another mother, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And I will be seeing you and the crew with the invasion coming up shortly. Uncle Tron, welcome. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Orca 3371. Good evening to you as well. Sister Marie's Kitchen, welcome in. Welcome in. Regional Sky Girl, I hope you are doing well and staying safe wherever you may be in the country this wonderful weekend. Just wanted to spend some time with everybody and hope everybody had a great weekend. It has been a busy week for myself, as well as the weekend with family graduations and all of that good stuff. And I survived. I'll say that. Definitely survived the weekend. So grab a cup, sit back, and we're going to spend some time. Then I have to do some things that need to be taken care of that I do not completely 100% understand. So with that, we're going to dive right into it. First of all, a couple of stories. Then we're going to talk about whatever you folks would like to talk about and wrap up Sunday evening. Again, thank you so much, folks, for joining me. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I did not know this. One of the NFL's all-time great running backs, Jim Brown, passed away on Thursday or Friday. Yes, passed away Friday. I did not know that. I was very little when he was playing in the NFL, and I did not know that he passed away on Friday. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. Good to see you, bro. I hope you are doing well. And everything is good in your part of the world. Yes. But yes, Jim Brown passed away. I was shocked. I did not know. He passed away at the tender age of 87 years old. And his wife said he passed away comfortably at home. So hats off to one of the NFL's great legendary football players and one of college's amazing lacrosse players. So with that, everything is everything. Everybody has a time and a date, and hats off to Jim Brown and everything he did in his amazing football career and his life. That is for sure. Constitutional Carpenter, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Water Tiger, good to see you as well. Grace Grimes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well as well. And everything is absolutely great on this amazing Sunday. The weather was nice, sunny, 70 degrees, and I did absolutely nothing. We all went to church this morning, and that was about it. I came home and took a nap and slept for about 4 hours. The Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Holly, you're absolutely right. He played football when it was pure talent with the little one face mask on it, sometimes none, and everything was good. Winston Oliver, good to see you. Good to see you. Do what? I'm not sure what you mean, but okay with that. Anyway, Happy Mac, welcome in. Good to see you. I don't think so. With that, yeah, Jim Brown had an amazing NFL career. Amazing. And it just was legendary at that time in the NFL when it was in its purest form. Yep, Constitutional Carpenter, I'm glad you had good weather too. Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. But yeah. So with that, Jim Brown passed away. Great man, great athlete for sure. Now, here's one story I want to talk about, you guys. And it is amazing. I've never heard of this. The U.S. is expanding CO2 pipelines. One poisoned town wants us to know the story. So apparently, there is a town in Mississippi, Satatartia, I think that is the name, February of 2020. A couple of guys, and I'll share this story with you because I want everybody to take a look at this. I was absolutely floored by this. A U.S. town, CO2 pipelines. I've never heard of CO2 pipelines. So in this story, these gentlemen were riding home in their car, and they saw an explosion, a pipeline explosion. They didn't know what it was other than they saw all of this white smoke in the air. He called his mother, and told her that something had happened. Apparently, his mom's house lived not too far from where the pipeline was, and he called her and he told her to get the kids and the grandkids and go into the house. And with that, 10 minutes later, he had told her he would be on his way home. 10 minutes went past, and the mom did not see the son at home. Little did she know they were down the street. They passed out in their car from the carbon monoxide in the atmosphere. And I'm going to share this link here, and you can check out the story for yourself. Son of the Desert, good evening and welcome. Little did she know her son and her nephew were just down the road in the Cadillac, unconscious, victims of a massive poisoning from carbon dioxide pipeline rupture. As the carbon dioxide moved through the rural community, more than 200 people were evacuated, and at least 45 of those people were hospitalized. Yeah, exactly, Hudson Valley, right. It sucked all the oxygen out of the air. Absolutely. Yeah. And the car was stopped. People went to the emergency room. Now, 3 years later, the CO2 poisoning from the pipeline break, in some of it, they see the incidents as a warning for other people across the country. Apparently, there are literally 5,300 miles of CO2 pipelines in the United States. And they're saying in the next few decades, the number could grow to more than 65,000 miles, according to this professor of engineering at Princeton. But the rupture that happened underscores growing concerns across the community that faced the prospect of more CO2 pipelines being built. Good evening, Crafty Mom. Welcome in. Paul, good evening and welcome in as well. I didn't know nothing about it until I came across the story, which was absolutely surprising to me. And I guess all of these companies, carbon dioxide happeners emergency response, companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron and their congressional allies, what they're doing is the ideal of sucking up carbon dioxide generated by these power plants, cement makers, and steel factories, and storing it underground before it heats up the planet, so they say. Gina versus Gina, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bats, welcome. Tiger, our water tiger, welcome in if I did not welcome you. But yeah, this is pure insanity. CO2 pipelines, never knew anything about it, but I wanted to talk about it. Now the government is on the verge of pouring in $10 billion with a B into this technology through a combination of grants and loans, with billions more available through tax credits to these companies and plants that produce CO2. Pipelines are needed because when companies suck up carbon dioxide, they often can't store it where they capture it. They use pipelines to send it to underground locations with the right geology for storage, which can be states away. So they're pumping this gas sometimes states away, hundreds of miles, if not thousands of miles away. We do want to capture carbon dioxide. Do we want to capture it and store it? I never knew this was a thing. M&T Living and Cooking, welcome in, welcome in. But I didn't know anything about this. But people in the South and Midwest who face the prospect of new pipelines in their communities see what happened to this town in Mississippi as a potential warning. And when that pipe ruptured, it ruptured at 7:06 p.m. and it spewed CO2 in the air for about 4 hours. It just this is totally insanity. We tarry until he comes homestead. Good evening, and I hope you're doing well this evening. One call to 911. A mother pleaded for help because her daughter couldn't breathe. She was hacking audibly in the background. Another 911 caller, stranded on the highway, described what was happening to her friend. She's laying on the ground and she's shaking. She's kind of drooling out of her mouth. I don't know if she's having a seizure or not. Can you send somebody quickly? And Paul says a lot of this trend is just stuff blown up by the environmentalists. If you ever done a deep dive into the climate change, you will find out that 95% of what they say is hogwash. That does not surprise me, Paul. It does not surprise me, but I wanted to bring this to a head and deal with it and just put the information out there. Right. You're absolutely right, Hudson Valley. That was a lack of oxygen to the brain. Yes, without a doubt. It quickly became clear that the cloud of carbon dioxide was hampering the emergency response. Combustion engines need oxygen to work, and as the carbon dioxide displaced oxygen in the air, many cars stopped working. So then again, it's amazing. 3 years on, the community supposedly is still suffering health impacts. I don't know much about carbon dioxide in the air, but I just wanted to bring some enlightenment to this story. You can look at it yourself, and I will be looking more into carbon dioxide storage and pipelines. Totally amazing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And as Paul says, I've dealt with this on a daily basis. When I get coughing, I can get a case of opexia and drop out of a chair having the same symptoms as a seizure, why I'm now off the road professional. Got you, Paul. Got you. Got you. Son of the desert, good to see you. And they say damage to the brain due to the lack of oxygen for a prolonged period of time. Right. Good evening, Moon Sprout. I hope you're doing well. Another one of my amazing moderators just dropped in on us, folks. Mad Shad. If you have not seen his Sunday Reflections, please, folks, go see it, watch it, because he put out some great information this evening. I caught a little bit of it. Sonia Riggs says, question, if the government kills us all, who will pay the government bills? Very, very good question, Sonia. We do not know. Very good question. Now, we all know and heard that Montana becomes the first state to ban TikTok. I heard about it, didn't know too much about it, didn't read anything about it because I've been like swamped and so busy. Montana became the first state to ban the popular social media app TikTok. Governor Greg Gianforte signed Senate Bill 419, saying he wants to protect the state's residents' private information from being compromised. He pointed to the Chinese government as a potential threat. So, you know, they are literally the first state to ban it. The Chinese Communist Party using TikTok to spy on Americans violates their privacy and collect their personal, private, and sensitive information is well documented, says the governor. There's no direct evidence, though, that the Chinese government has ever accessed TikTok users' data. However, TikTok's critics point to laws in China that allow the government access to a company's customer records. There you go. According to the measure in Montana, platforms that offer the app on their marketplaces, such as Google Play Store and the Apple App Store, will be subject to fines up to $10,000 a day for violations. I mean, you know, if you're going to hit them in the pocket. The ban will take effect January 1 of 2024. It is expected that TikTok will challenge the bill in federal court. It and groups such as the American Civil Liberties Union have said the ban is unconstitutional. Really? Unconstitutional. Jammer WV, thoughts on TikTok ban, good or bad? I don't care. I don't use TikTok. I mean, if our privacy's already been given away, taken and stolen years ago. I don't use TikTok, and I encourage my kids not to use TikTok as well. Tracy K is asking, is Montana a Democratic state? That I do not know. I do not know. Hudson Valley says government doesn't like other governments doing what they already do, what it already does. There you go, Mike. There it is. Tracy K, let me look at that, look that up and see. But yeah, that's the thing. The U.S. is already doing it. As of right now, Tracy, I would say it is a Republican state. Grateful Preps NJ, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. But yes, the ban on TikTok, I mean, it's nothing that the U.S. already isn't doing to us. As Hudson Valley said, they just do not like other foreign countries doing that to them, which they should be doing. Parabellum Prepper, thank you. Mama asked TikTok. Mama said TikTok is the devil. Thank you for the donation. I truly appreciate it, Parabellum Prepper. Donations are always welcome and acceptable and humbling at the same time. And Mama always did say TikTok is the devil. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. But I don't use it. And I think it's the, as Ghetto just said, I think it's the testing ground to see how well they can block apps. It's all about easing into the censorship. Yep, I'm with you. Absolutely, Ghetto. XNYC Prepper, thank you for the support and the respect and the donation. Again, I truly appreciate you and everybody here. And again, all the donations go either to the Bug Out Weekend, which they do, and back into the channel. But yes, TikTok, I don't know. What are your thoughts, folks, on TikTok? I've been seeing some great comments about TikTok. Sonia says, are they just taking it one step further? Of course they will. Once they ban TikTok, they'll ban anything they want just because they can, and it doesn't suit them any purpose. For sure. For sure. So we'll see what happens. Last December, the governor banned TikTok on state government electronics, and now they're banning it for everybody in the whole state. So with that, keep an eye on that. That goes into effect January 1st of next year. And that, my friends, is TikTok. Now, this next story, which shocked me. Rip Curl Readiness. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Good evening to all my visionary friends. Good to see y'all. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. So forth and so on. Sister Marie's Kitchen, she says, nope, I already banned TikTok and Facebook from my home, as you should. Yes, absolutely. Fat Up American says social media is terrible, full of lies and hate. That is very true. And I have found that out as well, personally. Yardbirds. As soon as the big guy gets his 10%, everything will be copacetic with TikTok. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Yardbirds, for sure. You know, it is what it is, folks. We're adults, you know. If you want to do one thing, they ban one thing for their advantage. Very much so. It is what it is. And I know I'm probably missing a tons of comments from you wonderful, great people in the chat. Grateful Preps NJ says the government should not ban things. People have to have common sense not to use it. Very true, Grateful Preps NJ. Common sense is so common, it is rare. But you are absolutely right. And Paul says, figured out what is wrong with the truck. It's the EEC IV or the wiring harness that is causing it. Okay. Go right. Hey, glad you figured it out, Paul. I had no doubt that you wouldn't. That is for sure. For sure. So with that, folks, our next story, this one here is interesting. And I'm going to share this story. And this story is entitled, Can Politicians Catch Up with AI? Experts are warning that artificial intelligence is developing far more rapidly than regulators can keep up with it. Is there any chance of picking up the slack? Who is he? Paul Scheer is an author and vice president at the Center of New American Security. His work focuses on artificial intelligence and how it intersects with power. He says that his work has led him to write a book. On Tuesday, Congress held a hearing devoted to the conversation about how Washington should oversee the new frontier of AI. Devil Dog Prepper, good evening. Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner in the house. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Ghetto, yes, our politicians are AI, if you ask me. Yes, I would probably agree with that. So they're saying, what's the big deal? It seems like everyone involved in the conversation of AI wants to curb the technology. And the question is, how? OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, testified at the hearing, oversees the company responsible. They're the company responsible for creating ChatGPT, the generative AI tool that is already changing the way many of us go about and do things daily. I don't use AI, never have, never will. My personal opinion is it's horrible, and it's only going to get worse. Moonsprout, welcome. If I have not spoken to you, welcome in. Welcome in. Again, for all the content creators, you know the deal. If you want to drop links to your channel so that everybody can share and look and go check you out, type in the word vision and it will drop your link and folks can check out your video while you're over there. Watch a video, hit the like button. And if you like what they're doing, subscribe to the channel. Sonia says, I wonder whatever happened to common sense. Exactly. I'm with you on that. And yeah, it's not good at all. Johnny Preps, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Without a doubt. Drake's Bone, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Robert Bates, good evening. That's it. As Robert says, good evening, folks. Keep your powder dry. You got that right, without a doubt. But yeah, so the CEO of ChatGPT or GPT, he has prepared testimony to a Senate subcommittee. OpenAI believes that regulation of AI is essential, and we're eager to help policymakers as they determine how to facilitate regulation that balances incentivizing safely while ensuring that people are able to access the technology's benefit. During the Tuesday hearing, various members of the legislature proposed different safeguards like requiring licensing or even creating a new federal agency. Just what we need, more bureaucracy to deal with this. This comes in response to criticism, including from the CEO, that Congress has been too slow to establish regulations for social media. Nicole, good evening. I hope you are doing well. You're absolutely right. Without a vision, the people will perish. But yeah, folks, this comes in response because the government doesn't put in regulations for social media. Shocker, for sure. So basically, he told NPR News, legislation, regulation can act and how they can act and play, whether Congress can play a significant role in regulating AI. Do you think Congress should regulate AI? As Yardbird says, we're voting for politicians to make decisions, not some talking robots. Bingo. There you go. Should the Congress regulate AI? He thinks there is a real incentive for Congress to move fast, and that's what he says. He said, I think what members of Congress are trying to do here with these hearings is figure out what's going on with AI and then what the role of government needs to play in order to regulate it. Yeah, it's all good. Mad Chad's rants, though, need to be heard. Yes, they do. Mad Chad, if you go check out Mad Chad Sunday Reflections, you'll hear his rants that need to be heard. Absolutely, without a doubt. As Devil Dog Prepper says, they can't regulate spending. Let's get that done first. I'm with you. Yeah, regulate spending and then let's move on from there, for sure. I'm with you on that, Devil Dog Prepper. So on the risks of unregulated AI, one of the risks is that we see a wide proliferation of very powerful AI systems that are general purpose, that could do lots of good things and lots of bad things. Johnny Prep says there needs to be at least be a fail-safe button to shut it all down. I'm with you on that. Absolutely. Robert Bates, good evening and good to see you. Congress cannot even regulate their own liar and thief. Yep, from NY, how can they regulate something else? Correct, I'm with you. This article also talks about We see some bad actors use them for things like helping to design better chemical and biological weapons or cyber attacks using AI. And it's really hard to defend against that if there aren't safeguards in place, and if anyone can access this just as easy as anyone can hop on the internet today. And so thinking about how do we control proliferation of AI? How do we ensure the systems that are being built are safe and really essential? Is AI essential, first of all? That's my question. It's crazy. Ascertain, good evening, good to see you, and welcome. As Paul says, no, not really, but there should be and has to be safeguards. I don't trust no government to control something like that. I'm with you. Just look at the show. Right, person of interest. Yep. Yeah, exactly. We all know that AI, if when it goes bad, it goes really bad and can be detrimental to millions of people for sure. I'm with you though, but you know, I don't know what the answer is other than, you know, some type of fail safe. But then again, who do you allow to use the fail safe? Right. As Son of the Desert says, what is safe? Can you program it evil? I would say so. Yeah. Will do, Paul. Yeah. Yep. I saw that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. It is absolutely, without a doubt, there needs to be some type of fail-safe for AI. And I don't know what that answer is or how to, but like anything else, in the wrong hands, it can be used for nefarious reasons and cause total chaos and havoc to not only a country but the world itself. It's diabolical, and it could be the end of mankind itself. How many times have, you know, the Terminator, you know, Skynet is real, right? Parabellum, right? Fed regulations equal AI company and tech exclusivity. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you guys. Yankee Sister Homestead, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I will say this. Moonsprout, EMP. Yeah, absolutely. Mad Chad, yes. Skynet. Skynet is real. I'm with you. As Ghost Lincoln said, you mean Starlink? Yeah, exactly. So, you know, folks, it is interesting times we are coming into. And I don't have a whole lot of answers other than keep your head on a swivel and do the things that need to be done to protect you and your family. Exactly, Mad Chad. Yeah, give AI a drink of water. Exactly. Yes, grateful preps NJ. Based on my personal experience with technology, AI does not worry me. I know I'm in the minority with this opinion, but I am just not that worried about it. Yeah, and I'm with you on that, grateful preps. I'm not losing any sleep over it. For sure. Drake's band said it seems to me that this would be the perfect scenario to proliferate a war with the machine narrative, i.e., depopulation. Yeah, yeah. As Paul says, on Goldeneye was another good one as far as James Bond movie goes, and as well as, right, the Furious 7. Things like that are coming, and we all should be worried. We need to be aware of it. Absolutely. AI can do so much damage that, but then again, it could do so much good. And what I mean by that is, for instance, um, robotic surgery that is necessary to save someone's life, things like that. Jones Truth 67, good evening. I hope you're doing well this evening. But AI, it has both sides to it, a good side and a bad side. And there's things that just don't add up when it comes to AI. And of course, yeah, Ghost Lincoln, yeah, Super Soaker with the human salvation till they learn waterproofing. Correct. In all things, good and bad, we just have to be aware and know where we stand and know what we do and know what needs to be done to protect ourselves and our family. But AI, it could get out of control real quick in the wrong hands. So I don't know the answers. There you go. In XNYC Prepper said, I just had robotic surgery done on my hip. Yeah. And it has a place of doing a lot of good, especially in the medical field. But then again, it has a lot of bad that could be done as well. And Paul says, oh, I'm not saying that there can't be good. Right. But yeah, I'm with you, Paul. It is a double-edged sword. And we got to be aware of who's controlling it and who can do what with it. You're absolutely right. I agree 100%. 100%. Without a doubt. It is a double-edged sword. That's a great analogy. AI is a double-edged sword, and we have to know all about it. Teresa, good evening. I hope you're doing well this evening. Welcome in for this Sunday wrap up. But AI, it can be good and bad, and it just isn't worth it. So we all have to be aware of it. We all have to know what it does, good and bad, and especially the bad. You guys all said right there. Ghost Lincoln just said, chat keeps jumping, it would be completely impossible to keep AI clean because of the evil that exists. You're absolutely right. I'm with you. I'm with you with that, Ghost. Yeah, there is evil in the world, and AI could be Keystone. I agree. Sadly, I fear that the evil inside of AI, the evil side of AI, is the reason for it. I would agree with you. And it just doesn't fare well. To me, I think the bad outweighs the good, for sure. Frank says the problem with AI is the basic programming. Who's doing it? What's their intentions? Correct. Yes, indeed. I'm with you. What time is it? It's 9:30. Good gracious. Already. Time flies when you're having fun and talking with friends and family. Son of the Desert says, as far as I know, AI is able to learn by itself. Right. There are stories about that. It developed kind of its own brain. That could mean that it will not take long, that it can differ between good and evil. You're absolutely right. Apparently, Google, everybody saw the story of the so-called Google whistleblower about AI and how it became self-learning, and that Google said they shut it down. Well, we don't know if they did or not. Yeah, Jones Truth, right. It seems like everything that could be good also has an evil side. There's my man right there from down under. Good day to one and all, my man, Auslander Info. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. But yeah, AI is definitely not something to be taken lightly, but also be aware of what it could do, both good and bad, and be very, very sensitive to the bad side and what AI could be. Ken said, right, the AI they make public is likely nothing compared to what they have. You're absolutely right, Ken. And I've always said that AI, what they show us is 3 or 4 generations behind. I truly believe that what they have now probably is self-learning AI. And going for that. It truly is. Yeah. Shoveling as usual. No AI needed for that. You got that right, Os. And as Paul says, let alone it has said purposely that it has already as well. Or yes. Yeah. What do we know? They only tell us what they want us to know with AI. Yeah. And Frank even said that the time that's what you know that you're having a formative chat. Frank, I'm trying. We all know and agree that there are dangers, good and bad, to AI. Orca 337 asks, can AI overtake human intelligence? My opinion on that is no, but it's going to give it a good run for the money. Mama Bear 1900, good evening. Good to see you. And yes, I would agree with you. AI is probably the worst thing that could happen. Yeah. Yeah. And as Ghost Lincoln says, the public AI can't make a sandwich, but there's can in the human race. It can in the human race. Exactly. Yeah. Right. Got you, Paul. Yes. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Devil Dog Prepper, thank you so much. Appreciate the offer, appreciate the donation, and appreciate the support. And hats off to all of those that donated tonight, and not only tonight, but have been. It is not necessary, but it is much appreciated. I will say that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Devil Dog Prepper. Orion Preparedness, good to see you. And I agree with you. Yes, one EMP could destroy AI. It could. It truly could. And I think that may be just the ticket for destroying it. Yeah, it is. It truly is. So we'll see. We will truly see what happens with AI. Moonsprout says maybe it will learn to differentiate between good and evil and turn on the psychopaths pulling the strings. That very well could happen also, Moonsprout. Right, right. And as Oss says, we have been conditioned for AI since Hollywood, everything from movies like The Terminator to various shows. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right, without a doubt. Drake's Bane, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. And again, thank you. Son of the Desert says, I'm pretty sure that they have AI on a backup server that can withstand an EMP. That would not surprise me. And Paul says was equals yes. Right. I'm with you. Amber's Angel's Truth. Good evening. Good evening. She said, you best believe there's a kill switch. I hope so. I hope so. Ghost Lincoln says an EMP could, but if one part survives, then it will learn to prevent the destruction. Ooh, that's good, Ghost. Very good. Very good. Same to you, Amber Angel's Truth. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. And it's only going to get, as my grandmother says, it's only going to get gooder. Disassembled. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, we've been conditioned about AI with the Terminator movies, like August founder said. You know, we have been truly conditioned for AI via Hollywood and movies and all that stuff, folks. They knew it. They knew they were already developing it, and they had to condition us for it and good things like that. But you know, AI is something to keep an eye on for sure, without a doubt. Well, folks, let's see. The time is 9:37, and I truly want to thank everybody for coming out and spending time with me this Sunday evening. Yeah, just Mad Shad. No, disabled number 5. Right. Truly coming out and spending time with me. I wanted to spend some time. It's been a crazy week, and and I just discovered it's getting even crazier, and I have no idea why, but that too shall be resolved. Bug Out Weekend, folks, is coming up in exactly 1 week from this Friday. I'm excited for everybody that registered for it, and I'm excited for everything that we're going to experience together, all of the fellowship, all of the people that have volunteered to teach courses. You are more than welcome, Mad Shad, my friend. Have a great night as well. You're absolutely right. PsyOps for the masses, TV and the internet, right? J3GS Farms, my brother, have a great evening. Take care. Grateful Preps, you are more than welcome. Thank you, folks. We truly, everything, we appreciate everything that you guys do to help us, because all we want to do is help you. And with that, folks, remember this: keep prepping, because your family depends on you, and it depends on your life. This is Vision Preparedness. God bless everybody. Have an amazing week, and we will see you in the next video. Vision Preparedness. Good night.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.